Do you ever feel like you are too sensitive compared to everyone else? Do your emotions feel like a flood, and you just don't seem to have an off switch? If so, tonight, we are going to talk about people like you and me, the highly sensitive person, HSP. In this noisy world, high sensitivity is not a flaw. It's simply a way of being, a nervous system that processes information more deeply. Tonight, we will find understanding, so you can see that you are not alone, and this very sensitivity is a hidden strength. So what exactly is an HSP? The concept was coined by psychologist Dr. Elaine Aron. She described it as an innate trait of the nervous system. Approximately 15 to 20% of the population share this characteristic. It is not a disorder. It is a personality type, much like being introverted or extroverted. Dr. Aron summarized the core traits of an HSP using the D.O.E.S model. Listen and see how many points resonate with you. First is D, depth of processing. You think about things extensively. You analyze every situation, every word, every possibility. The second is O, overstimulation. You easily get drained in noisy, crowded environments. Bright lights, loud sounds, or strong smells can quickly lead to exhaustion. Next is E, emotional reactivity and empathy. Your emotions are intense. You feel joy deeply and sadness profoundly. You possess deep empathy to the point where other people's feelings easily affect you. Finally, S, sensing the subtle. You notice small details that others miss. A shift in someone's tone of voice, a change in lighting, or subtle nuances in the environment. Maybe you remember a moment at a cafe where everyone was laughing, talking, moving on with their day, and yet you noticed the barista's forced smile, the slight tremble in their voice. Everyone else missed it, but you felt it instantly. If you nodded along to those points, you understand that when you have a stronger emotional antenna than others, life can be incredibly tiring. First and foremost, there is sensory and emotional overload. Imagine your brain is like a computer always running dozens of tabs simultaneously. After a long day, you are prone to burnout. You absorb negative energy like a sponge. Watching sad news, hearing about a friend's distress, you feel it as if it were your own. This is overempathizing. This leads to difficulties in relationships. You set high expectations for yourself and others. You are easily hurt by criticism. A careless comment from a colleague can keep you awake, overthinking all night. Because of this deep processing, you might sometimes be labeled as complicated or dramatizing things. This often creates feelings of loneliness and misunderstanding in the HSP psyche. And when you are constantly overstimulated without adequate downtime, the risk of anxiety and depression increases. Your deep processing makes you worry about the future, often excessively thinking about all the possibilities. And in romantic relationships, this sensitivity becomes even more intense. A delayed reply, a shift in tone, a vague expression on your partner's face. These tiny things can spiral into hours of emotional analysis. Not because you want to overthink, but because you feel so much more than you can logically explain. If what I'm saying feels familiar, stay with me. The next part might help you understand the pieces of yourself you've been carrying alone for years. But here is the most important part. How do we stop fighting this innate trait and start harnessing it? The first key is boundary setting. You need to know your saturation point. Learn to say no gently but firmly to late-night invitations or overwhelming requests. Create a buffer zone. After coming home from work or a party, dedicate 15 to 30 minutes of silence to yourself. No phone, no music. Simply meditate or lie down and rest. Stillness is your medicine. Secondly, your self-care must be strategic. Prioritize adequate sleep. Lack of sleep drastically reduces your emotional regulation capacity. Practice mental hygiene. If you absorb negative emotions, you must find ways to detox. Write in a journal, draw, or take walks in nature. And finally, embrace the gift of sensitivity. Your deep empathy makes you an excellent friend, a natural counselor. Your deep processing makes you an outstanding problem solver. You see risks and opportunities that others miss. Many great artists, writers, and scientists are HSPs. They use their sensitivity to create works with depth and meaning. Deep connection is your superpower. And maybe tonight, as you sit in your dimly lit room with the soft glow of your lamp, you can feel that quiet truth settling into your chest. You feel deeply because your heart is wired for depth. If you are an HSP, please remember, you are not too much. You are just enough. Enough to feel this world more fully and beautifully. Tonight's simple exercise. Before you sleep, try 5 minutes of mindfulness meditation. Simply breathe deeply and observe. Accept all the emotions you are having without judgment. And tell yourself, I accept and cherish my sensitivity. Thank you for tuning into tonight's confession. I wish you a deep and peaceful sleep. You deserve to be loved, especially by yourself. If you found this video helpful, please hit like and subscribe so we can continue this journey of mental well-being together. Feel free to share your experience as an HSP in the comments section below. Community connection is what we all need. See you next time. Good night, gentle soul. May your sensitivity feel like a gift, not a burden. Sleep softly,